Hey, Jane. Let me know if you can see me and hear me, please. Can anybody see me and hear me? Howdy, Tricia. Can you see me and hear me? Oh, thank you, Kathy. Yeah, I'm just on a little coyote hunt right now, and I will let you know if I see any. So if I look away from the screen, it's because wow. When you're looking far away without binoculars, looks can be deceiving. Let me check my glove box. I used to carry my binoculars in my car all the time because of my job, but I don't think I have my binoculars today. You guys can chat about anything you want with me or amongst yourselves. I'm just trying to. Gosh, I really should have brought my binoculars. This is kind of a test. There's a fence that's right next to me, and then there's a freeway wall, but I see something moving behind that fence. Something's back there, and I just can't see what it is right now. I should have brought my binoculars. Let me check one more time. Oh, here's an old pair. I thought I had them in here. Can you look through binoculars with readers on? Does anybody know? I'm gonna check. I think I'll have to take them off. Yeah, it could be better without the reader. Boy, I haven't used these in a million years. I swear to God, that's looks like the shape of one right in front of me, but there's so much brush, it's just so hard to see. Then I have to put my glasses on to see your screen. Yeah, I need some sort of a glass, and not one that's got the infrared, but I need like a long scope. That's a great idea, Trisha. If it's not too expensive, I'll put that on the Amazon wish list. I can't tell if that's like a tree stump or a tree that's tipped over. There's something that's leaning this way but it's moving in the wind. Hmm. Oh boy. Yeah, you guys don't even have to watch this if you don't want. Um, if I see something, I'll flip the camera and I'll let you guys look. We're having a massive amount of sightings in Los Angeles, like everywhere, even during the daytime. They're getting very, very bold. And I decided, like, well, I was trying to decide, do I want to film this live or do I just want to go out and take some video? Like, just sit and wait somewhere because they're most active at dawn and dusk, but people are seeing them midday. I mean, they're like everywhere. But now that I want to actually see one, I'm not seeing anything. I'm sure at night if I came out here, they'd be running all over the streets, but you wouldn't be able to see that with my iPhone because the iPhone doesn't have infrared. But we'll try it. We will try it. It's kinda creepy where I'm sitting too. I rolled up my windows and I locked my doors. I did have my windows down, but there was too much airplane noise from the Burbank airport, even though I'm not even in Burbank, and there's a major, major freeway intersection right near me, so, um, the freeway noise is just so loud and the airplane noise is so loud, even though I'm on a very private street. Yeah, we have no place for them to go, and they're just everywhere, and I don't want people to hurt them. I'm watching because I have a guy walking up on me. Okay, he's fine. There's so many robberies going on in the neighborhood right now in LA, and a lot of houses have been hit at night. My little crush that I had as a child, Ryan Cassidy, there was some masked men broke into the house that's like 2 houses away from his couple nights ago, and then last night it was behind where I lived, there was a house that was hit, another corner house where people are just, like, breaking in while people are home wearing masks, so it's kinda scary with what's going on with, what happened with Nancy to see, like, these houses getting hit. But I'll just be on for a few minutes. If not, I'm just gonna, like, if I don't see anything, I'm gonna turn off the camera and I'm gonna drive around and take a look. And then, I'll film it, or if I see something, I'll go back on the air. Yeah, Kathy says it's sad to see all the wooded areas are being taken, no place for them to go. Exactly. Blue Dragon. They just built our neighborhood lake and building 600 homes. So that's sad. The lakes are very important for the ecosystems. And in LA, a lot of neighbors set the water out for them, actually. Same for the deer. Boy, it's getting hot in here with my windows rolled up. And I'm sitting under a big, big tree. You see that a 70-year-old man and his 60-year-old wife were found shot in their drive in the same neighborhood as Nancy. No, did that just happen? I didn't see that. I saw one of the YouTubers today, one of the boots on the ground type of YouTubers. He was out looking at an abandoned train location out in the middle of the desert. It was kind of spooky with the wind, and it seemed very middle of nowhere, but then I saw like a highway in the background. Yeah, there's so much inaccurate information. And I'm on a prime street right now for these sightings. It's just that it's not dusk yet, and I'm not gonna sit here for hours, especially with my bad back, and I'm not in my old Mustangs, I'm in my uncomfortable Toyota. Don't have those faux leather seats in this car, just the cheap seats. They believe it was, oh gosh. Hi, Michael. Yikes. Uh-oh, hold on. I had this, okay. This guy was looking at me again. He came up from behind on the other side. I'm like, "Oh, geez." I just wanted to make sure he wasn't gonna, like, try to rob me or something. I mean, LA is typically very safe compared to other cities that I've lived in, but we're in crazy times right now. Hopefully, you guys can still hear me. Yeah, and if I leave the car on, then the speaker, it'll go through the speaker rather than the microphone. So that would be not a good way for you guys to hear me. I want to look at the screen, but I'm on the prowl right now. I put a posting last night out in one of my neighborhood apps on, well, it's not an app, it's a Facebook page like, "Hey, does anybody know where the sightings are?" And so many people responded, and people were even sending pictures, like daylight pictures of, well, they're right in front of my house, and they come to my patio every night at my front porch, and but, "Did you hear about near the 99-cent store? They were just out there in the daytime this week." I'm like, "Yeah, I heard about that." I mean, that's, like, right in the middle of the city. Yeah, nowhere is safe anymore. I think this is a dead-end street. But while I was on my search, I went to Toluca Lake Estates, but there was construction going on there. Then I went over to Amelia Earhart's house because she's the last house, or her old house. She hasn't been there since 1937, but her house is the last one on the block that backs up to a golf course that backs up to the LA River. So it's a really good spot, but there's so many construction crews, like people having work done too, not just on the street near her corner, but there was like all the houses there. They always have like the workers there during the day, and it's right across the street from Frank Sinatra's old place, and it's a beautiful place to set up. But in the daytime, it's so loud with all the construction and the workers, and then the lunch trucks pulling up, and people walking their dogs, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna move to the opposite end. So I'm actually over in NoHo right now. But there is a freeway fence here, and I know coyotes can jump fences or they can go around, but this is like a prime street that I am on. I'm not gonna name the street, but this is a prime street for sightings during the daytime. And so far, I haven't seen a thing, and I've been here a while before I even turned on my camera. I was trying to decide, should I grab my old GoPro, but then I need to charge the batteries and see if they're still working, and sometimes the GoPros fail. Now we got choppers flying over. Is it one or two? Oh, it's a single. Who is it? I can't look at my airport app right now. Okay, private. A private chopper. That's true, Trisha. If you have my luck, you will sit there for hours and not spot a single one. Get home, and the news will show that a billion of them showed up right after you left. Oh, I'm sure, because I'm not going to sit out here till the evening. I like to go out in the area in the evening during Halloween and Christmas because the whole neighborhood is lit up. And I like to sit there and just look at the lights or look at the decor and film a video and get near like a street lamp so, I can film. And I've had some really good luck with those types of videos. But the last few years, just been trying to stay alive. So I'm usually home at night now. That's when I need to go out. There's another good spot that's over near the old Bob Hope estate and a few doors down. And I can say it because they just recently moved out of the neighborhood. But Macaulay Culkin and Brenda Song, they just moved out of Kiefer Sutherland's old house. And I thought, this is a great place to set up. It's a great place to set up at night. But, they just sold the house. So whoever just bought it, they've got the workers there. It's an older house. Like, I think it's from the late 30s. And so they're doing upgrades. And it's just like, oh, there's so much noise here, too. There's always people, you know, the more expensive the area, the more workers, plumbing trucks, home remodelers, contractors, handymen. And that house just got sold. So probably within the last month or so. So there's a ton of work going on there. And I'm like, well, this isn't going to be any good because the coyotes are going to hear the noise. And then there was tree trimmers. There was tree trimmers over near Amelia's, and you could smell the fresh cut wood and tree, the leaves, and like, and they're like, with the chainsaw. And I'm like, no, they're not going to come out here because now there's a chainsaw, like, dang. If you guys want to see what I'm looking at, let me flip the camera. Oh, I got to take the green screen off or it's not going to flip. Let me remove green screen. Can I do it during a live? That's a good question. There we go. I turned off the green screen. There we go. Hey, Dark Horse. Okay, now you can see what I'm seeing. and I don't wanna move the tripod or this thing will fall over. Yeah, I put a new like, it's a combination selfie stick and a short tripod. It's all one thing, and I put that on my wish list. If I don't get it, I'll probably just buy it. I gotta get my first check. So you're looking at North Hollywood, Los Angeles, California. I've seen there's a lot of butterflies around this neighborhood right now, a ton, and I've seen a squirrel, and that's it. And you're right, Tricia, as soon as I leave, they'll all be like, "Hey, she left, let's come out." 'Cause I mean, I've been on many, many cases in my career where they just, like, walk up right beside your car, and, it's not surprising at night, but it's shocking during the daytime, like, you have your window rolled down, and my bestie and I, we had an incident up in the hills of Burbank, and, we were out in front of somebody's house waiting, and it was dark, and all of a sudden she says to me, "Look at those dogs." And this is before I had my eye surgeries, and they were literally they walked right between us, it was a whole pack. And they were walking down the hill, and I was like, "Oh my god, those aren't dogs. Those are coyotes." And then, like, they could have, like, eaten us, bit us. They just walked right by. They were going down the hill to check the restaurants along San Fernando Road, downtown Burbank. They have a bunch of restaurants, and they get into the trash cans at night, just like the raccoons and the possums, I was like, "Oh my god, we're gonna get eaten. We're gonna sit in the car while we wait." We probably saw 10 or 12 of them that night. They just walked in a pack right by us. It was pretty cool on surveillance when you're bored and something like that happens and you see an owl and they're out on the prowl. You see the raccoons at night or the coyotes in the daytime walk right up on you. But now that I'm actually not just sitting here by myself gathering my thoughts and, you know, getting ready to turn on my camera if I see it, I'm live. So now that I'm live, I probably jinxed myself. It'll probably never happen. So does anybody have any news on Nancy today? Any news? Gosh, I guess everybody got tired of waiting. There's only 4 people here. 3 people. Yeah, I might as well just sign off and I'll just give it a few more minutes. I'll take a little drive. Yeah, I wish I had a backyard and I could just set up my wildlife camera and watch all the creatures coming all night long, then edit it together later and you guys can see all the LA wildlife. Good luck on the sighting. I hope you at least get one. I know. They'll probably walk up right behind me and I won't see it coming. But yeah, I've been on a sidewalk before where they came right by me and my bestie, and I mean, literally, they were inches. They literally ran right between us. We were standing next to each other, and here they come, and she's like, "Look at the dogs." She wasn't from this country, obviously. She was like, "Oh, what? Look at those pretty dogs." And I'm like, "Oh my god, it's coyotes." Some of them were quite large. Well, I don't know what that means. There's a little message that says, "Add a sticker." Add a word that sounds wrong. I don't even know what that means. It just popped up in my chat. This will be a wasted 30 minutes. There's a Little League park that's across from Universal. There's all kinds of wildlife in that park, but because it's spring, they probably started up their Little League. Dodgers, Freddie Freeman's son played over there the first year that he was with the Dodgers and until they got the heck out of Dodge, got out of the city. But I figure at this time of year, the little leaguers will be there during the day, so they're not going to come out while the kids are out practicing their baseball or having their games. So I was like, this would be the perfect spot, the Little League Park across from Universal. It's beautiful. It's very private. It's right in the middle of LA, but that park is like super private. But not during baseball season. I went to all the popular places, that are in Burbank and LA, that are in NoHo, Toluca Lake Estates, the Amelia Earhart place, Frank Sinatra place, Mac and Brenda's old house. But there's so many people walking around, walking dogs, and construction workers and tree trimmers, street construction, road construction, remodeling going on. It's always all the rich people. They always have people out in front of their house, workers coming and going all day. Every wealthy LA neighborhood is like that, where it's just work trucks all day long. It's a pain when you live in a condo, which I did twice, and there's always construction going on. But this street is where I'm sitting right now is very private, so we might have a chance, but I'm only going to give it 30 minutes. We are already at 23 minutes. I've seen one guy and now a lady walking a dog. That's it. And one squirrel. I think maybe next time I come out, I'll come out and not go live, and I'll film if I see one that I can actually make a video out of it. Yeah, for those of you who are waiting for me to come live today regarding Nancy Guthrie, there's just nothing new to report on that case. So I don't want to just come on her situation when there's nothing to talk about. If there's something to talk about, I'll go live. Got 6 people here and 8 thumbs up. That's kind of surprising. Kind of surprising, considering I'm not doing a regular video today. You never know what's going to catch, what people are going to want to see. Yeah, if I have to get out of the car, I will. But if I see one, I think I'll stay in the car. I think this is probably the time of the year that they would be in the mating season and they would be getting ready to have their little pups. Well, I got less than 5 minutes left. I guess it was worth a shot, but I guess dawn and dusk would be a better time because, they're sleeping during the day. Some lady sent me a picture on Facebook and she's like, "Oh, they're out on my front porch every single night." So they're everywhere walking around at night, but I'm not going to sit out in the streets in the middle of the night. I need me a home with my fur babies and I need to be watching my spring baseball and be in the safety of my own home, especially with the masked men situation that's been going on the last few evenings. That's something I don't hear very often in my area that there's masked men breaking into houses in the evening. I just taken out my trash too late at night, and then I just had a weird vibe, and then I came in and all these helicopters showed up, and I'm like, "Uh-oh." They're like, "2 masked men." They're in the next neighborhood over. They're on the loose. Thinking, "Oh my gosh." And now it's happened again last night, and that was really, really close to me. I don't know if anybody was hurt. Well, I have less than 3 minutes left, and then we're gonna call it a day here. Well, I'm just gonna drive around and look for other spots. It is scary. It's a scary world. I live in a very safe area, but no place is safe anymore. Yet I mentioned, Mac and Brenda earlier, and Brenda's co-star, one of the Sprouse twins, somebody tried to break into his place a few nights ago, and he had the guy tackled down on the ground while his wife was calling 911. I don't know if it was a stalker situation or if it was a burglar or a robber, but they were home. Hey, Boston Bill. Yeah, I'll be going off the air in less than 2 minutes here. Just out on a local coyote hunt. Well, not a hunt. I don't want to sound like I'm hunting them. I'm coyote sightings. That's a better way of putting it. So, but nothing's happening. But thanks for checking in. I'm giving it a 30-minute try and then I'm leaving the area. I should be back in about 5 minutes. Be back to the abode by the lake. Thank you for the red hearts. Thank you for the thumbs up, everybody. People are going to go, what the heck is this video? What is she doing? But wouldn't it be something if one came up like right now and we all got to see it live? That would be so cool. But it's not looking good. Less than a minute left. And when they walk by, they're not just walking, they're like trotting. So they go by like pretty quick. If I blink, I'll miss it. And they could be on the street right now, and I'm not in a position to see it. They could walk across the street right behind me, and I'm looking ahead. I'm checking the side mirrors, the back mirror, the rearview mirror, the front windshield, but not seeing anything. But I appreciate all you guys who decided to check in with me today. No new news on Nancy that I know of. If something breaks, I'll be happy to go on the air. But I think that case, we just have to wait for the new DNA. Well, not the new DNA, but the new lab to process the DNA. And that's it. Well, here we go, 30 minutes and nada. So, I'm gonna sign off. Thanks for coming.